Manisha, this question number 3 is going to surprise him, man. I hope he's not aware of the questions. सब ठीक है? जब हम पेशेंट होते हैं ना, we usually focus on the end of the journey, the recovery, the medicine, or actually the day the patient finally heads home. But there's a crucial moment, in fact, moments that happen in a quiet dark room long before any of this happens. It's that silent diagnostic room where someone is looking at a screen, searching for answers which are actually the foundation on which your cure is built. That moment where we are not sure, pata nahi hota aage kya hoga. Beyond that moment, it becomes clear and confident for the path forward that's to be adopted. It is the moment where a family stops wondering and starts moving ahead. It's that first burst of light that shows exactly how to navigate the road ahead. Our guest today has spent over 3 decades making sure the light stays bright and accurate. He's the man who brought the first MRI to India, but his work has always been about more than technology. From radiology to pathology to genomics to now AI, he's built a legacy of ensuring that behind every image is a life waiting for an answer. To him, providing that clarity is just not a clinical task. Sacred trust hai wo. This is the Hope Code, and today we're looking at what happens before the cure begins. With Padma Shri awardee, in fact, he was one of the youngest Padma Shri awardees at the age of 42. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Harsh Mahajan.
What a pleasure. Good to see you.
Good morning, Dr. Sir.
Morning.
42 साल की उम्र में पद्मश्री, एक लेगेसी एम्पायर अक्रॉस रेडियोलॉजी, पैथोलॉजी, जीनोमिक्स, एआई. जब आज आपके बारे में बात करते हैं, when we think about you, talk about you, we certainly know that we're meeting a very accomplished man, a man who's changed a lot of things in the space of healthcare, not only limited to his own space, but actually enhanced quality, outcomes for almost every vertical and field in the space of healthcare. So, what a morning, what a beautiful day, and a privilege to have you on the show today.
Thank you very much, Varun. I wish my mother were alive. वो सुन पाती कि आप क्या कह रहे हो.
अरे साहब.
तो मुझे भी अच्छा लगता, तो उन्हें तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगता. But you know, we are in healthcare since nearly 36 years, and we have done some things, but you know, as I would like to say, it just happens. It happens.
So, Dr. Saab, ये बताइए, accomplishments सबकी हो जाती हैं. We all get known for our accomplishments, but you must have been a young man sometime, and you must have started small. It's not a business empire that you've inherited. It's something that you created. And I don't think when you created, India was ready for it.
देखिए, एक तो मैं आपको करेक्ट कर दूं, आई एम स्टिल यंग.
बिल्कुल.
दूसरा, you know, when I started, I'll just give you a little background. My parents were both teachers.
जी.
Normal middle class family. Of course, you know, I studied here in Delhi. मौलाना आज़ाद मेडिकल कॉलेज से मैंने MBBS किया, देन PGI चंडीगढ़ से MD किया रेडियोलॉजी में, और फिर ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट में मैं सीनियर रेजिडेंट बन गया. Sometimes, you know, it's providential how God shapes your life, and I actually won a Rotary Foundation International Scholarship which permitted that I could go abroad and study.
Oh, really? Acha.
And I was fortunate that I went to MD Anderson Cancer Hospital. It's in Houston,
Right.
USA, and it's the largest cancer hospital in the world. तो 1987 में मेरे को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली कि मैं वहाँ जाऊँ और MRI का फेलोशिप करूँ. MRI at that time was very new. 84, 85 में तो वो शुरू ही हुआ था. So I started thinking that I'm the only trained MRI person in the country. I will forget everything. So घर में बात की कि कुछ अपना करना चाहिए. And like I said, middle class family. तो घर वाले बोले ये पागल हो गया. ये करोड़ों की बातें करने लगा है. तब भी मशीन MRI की 2.5 करोड़ की मशीन थी. और आप मानेंगे करोड़ लफ्ज अब तो इतना आम हो गया. वो वर्ड मुंह से नहीं निकलता था. लखपतियों का जमाना था.
Correct.
1 लाख की लॉटरी निकलती थी.
Correct.
तो at home they said this guy is gone mad. What is he talking? But you know, it was depressing time. कि you know everything I know will go waste. जो हम वापस आए सब किया उसका क्या होगा? And MD Anderson had offered me कि आप आगे करते रहिए, कोई उसमें दिक्कत नहीं थी. So my father's school was actually in Punjabi Bagh in Delhi. A lot of businessmen's children
Would get
studied in that school, and some of the parents were close to my father. So my father talked to 3-4 of the parents, saying कि ऐसे मेरा बेटा कुछ नई टेक्नोलॉजी सीख के आया है और वो मशीन लगाना चाहता है MRI की. इनफैक्ट तब MRI को डॉक्टर भी MIR ही कहते थे. So would anyone be interested? He asked them. One parent became interested. And this I'm talking of 1989. मतलब साल सवा साल हो गया था. And that's how you know we started. और वहाँ से फिर जर्नी शुरू हुई. 2.25 साल लग गए. From March of 1990 to December of 1991 we waited. जब LC खुली and 31 दिसंबर रात थी. You know, New Year's Eve when the machine came and it actually landed. And that's when 2 months it took to install it. And this was a superconducting magnet from GE Healthcare. And this was the first order with GE Healthcare for a substantial equipment in this country. And then for 2 years I worked at DRDO, and then I resigned and started this center on Pusa Road, which was one of the first few, like I said. And so you can imagine that for 2 years, no LC for a medical equipment which had to be imported opened in this country, nearly 2 years. Now when I look back, and I tell this to everyone, especially the youngsters,
Yeah.
who want to do something, वो achieve नहीं कर पाते, and then they feel despondent, depressed, and all that. I would say, if I look back at my life, anything and everything that went wrong, actually when you look back 10 years later, वही सही हुआ. Because God shaped your destiny.
In some way.
And we, with our limited knowledge, our limited thinking capacity, what we plan for our lives, He knows much more. He can plan much, much better. And so those failures in life are actually learnings. And those failures in life are probably God's own way of testing you and taking you onto the right
क्या
path.
बात है डॉक्टर साहब. What a vivid explanation of a beautiful story. And actually, when I sat down here, I thought I'm interviewing a radiologist. But it feels that I'm on path to interview someone who's had a very compelling story of what we call a startup today. And a lot of our young viewers will learn from this. आप बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं. बहुत जल्दी we get dejected today. But the fact that you kept at it, your perseverance, your desire to do it, and some of that accidental piece, if I may call
Absolutely,
it. क्योंकि क्या होता है कि
mostly accidental.
मोस्टली एक्सीडेंटल समटाइम्स वो कहते हैं ना कि जो होता है वो अच्छा होता है। तो हमारा होप कोड भी यही है दैट वी मस्ट हैव दैट पॉजिटिव एम्बिशन और फिर उसके बाद कायनात
और ये भी है वरुण, in fact there's someone has written and I do believe in it, you know, and very well, 2 लाइनें हैं बट कहते क्या है, मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं, मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, पंख से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है।
क्या बात।
So this somehow, you know, is true. This is perseverance, this is junoon, this is passion, this is persistence. You know, of course, one has to be rooted in reality.
Right.
It's not कि, you know, you always will end up on a positive note, सब कुछ सही चलेगा चाहे गलत भी हुआ है, बट ये है कि अगर आप परसिस्ट करते हैं, हार नहीं मानते हैं, तो सर्कमस्टांसेस भी चेंज होते हैं।
सो आपके हौसले की दाद देते हैं और इसीलिए डॉक्टर साहब कहते हैं कि ही इज स्टिल यंग। यू कैन सी दैट ही इज लिविंग एवरी मोमेंट ऑफ हिज लाइफ। थैंक यू डॉक्टर साहब। आई थिंक आपके बिजनेस से निकल के let's get to you as a radiologist because you gave this country a lot more. In some way, you've also shaped that path for India to use diagnostics, radiology, pathology, and you've moved the country to, maybe you were the first ones to use a term called integrated diagnostics. तब हम बात करते थे कि हमें diagnostics की ज़रूरत है, and diagnostics was a very difficult domain for a consumer or a patient to accept. Because I was a patient attendant those days. And जब कोई टेस्ट लिखता था तो कहते थे ये कि यार
एक और टेस्ट
और फजूल का तो मतलब हर टेस्ट को फजूल का ही माना जाता था, राइट? सो हाउ वाज दैट जर्नी फ्रॉम behind the dark room to moving the country to making people believe that integrated diagnostics is a very integral part of delivery of healthcare? So give us a little bit around what you did and how was the country that time.
First one fact, Varun, which is a fact today, 70 to 80%
जी
of all treatment decisions done today anywhere in the world, including India, are based on some test or the other.
Correct.
Which has been done.
Correct,
Whether it's
correct.
a blood test or a X-ray, ultrasound, CT, MRI, PET CT, some genomics, whatever. अब हम उस जमाने से आए जहाँ की नब्ज देख के कहा जाता था कि दवाई देते थे और ठीक हो जाते थे।
करेक्ट
और मैं इसको यू नो क्लिनिकल मेडिसिन इज स्टिल वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। इट मे बी अ फैक्ट दैट वी आर लूजिंग द आर्ट ऑफ मेडिसिन because of the technology that is available and the science that is there. But let me tell you another fact. जब भारत आज़ाद हुआ 1947, what was the life expectancy in this country? It was 32 years.
रियली दैट लो
32 years. That's why वो जब कोई 45-50 का होता था तो you know ऐसे लगता था कि अब लाठी पकड़ लो। It was 32 years. This is a fact. What is the life expectancy in the country today?
73
73 years.
yeah
32 से हम 73 पे आ गए. From 32 to 73 years life expectancy. Something has been done right.
absolutely yeah
Something has happened.
yeah
It couldn't have been in a vacuum.
and we spend a fraction.
We spent a fraction. We spent a fraction. मतलब हमारे तो थोड़े से $1 billion लगते हैं.
हाँ.
वहाँ तो वो ट्रिलियंस में बात कर रहे हैं. But that's the extreme.
right
We actually, this country thrives on frugal innovation. And that's what we've been able to achieve in healthcare as well. That's why we are the cheapest healthcare provider in the world. So, how did this change come about? And coming back to your question on diagnostics. Now, diagnostics has become the backbone of the healthcare industry. And अगर आप देखिए तो ये शायद 10% in terms of financial terms is what goes into diagnostics, and the treatment outcomes that come because you're able to give a very targeted treatment. You are able to diagnose what the problem is and give the right antibiotic
Correct.
or give the right chemotherapy drug for cancer is where the difference lies. And we have been working across the world in diagnostics in silos. You know, ये radiology है, ये nuclear medicine, PET CT है, ये pathology, ये microbiology, ये biochemistry, then you have genomics, there's नए branches आ रहे हैं, metabolomics, proteomics, सब आ रहे हैं, all work in silos.
Right.
So, what does the treating doctor need and what does the patient need? उसको रिपोर्टें नहीं चाहिए, उसको तो डायग्नोसिस चाहिए.
Correct.
कि मेरे को तकलीफ क्या है, आप बताइए, एक या दो जो भी डिफरेंशियल है वो मेरे को पता चले. डेटा तो बढ़ते जा रहा है, नए नए टेस्ट आए जा रहे हैं, सो मच. हाउ कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट अ डॉक्टर सिटिंग इन हिज ओपीडी और इन हिज क्लिनिक wanting to treat a patient be able to make sense of so many tests and नए आते जा रहे हैं. So that's where there is a need to bring in integration of these tests, to be able to bring in integrated diagnostics so that these silos are broken and all this humongous data that is there can be utilized and interpreted correctly to reach a specific diagnosis. And that's where our focus in Mahajan Imaging and Labs for the last several years has been on integrating. And this building where we sit, and now the question is, who will integrate all of this? कोई ऐसा स्पेशलिस्ट तो है नहीं. मैं रेडियोलॉजी करता हूँ, कोई न्यूक्लियर मेडिसिन करता है, कोई पैथोलॉजी करता है, कोई जीनोमिक्स करता है.
Correct.
So I do believe that every hospital of the future
Right.
will have a department of integrated diagnostics where there will be specialists who will be able to digest all this data, make sense of it, and give a diagnosis to the treating doctor so that he doesn't have to spend his time trying to make sense of all this. Of course, he will know about it, but he doesn't need to spend time. That time can be well spent on treating the patient,
Absolutely.
on talking to the patient, on putting a hand on the shoulder and reassuring the patient कि ये सारा हमने टेस्ट कराए थे. Tests are very important. टेस्ट कराए थे और उनसे निष्कर्ष, this is the निचोड़, this is the final diagnosis that has come out of it,
Which
if we
is
can
called
reach
integrated.
one. And this is how we are going to treat. And here I'll bring you in that even for for want of a better word, this integrated diagnostician doctor, for them also they will need to spend a lot of time if they have to look at so much data. And that's where I think artificial intelligence, and especially with generative AI and agentic AI coming in, which is able to actually integrate and digest so much data, there would be artificial intelligence at the back of all this, making it easier for this doctor and then for the treating doctor to be able to put things together. The treating doctor also will have, based on their own knowledge, the doctor decides which is the best treatment in the given circumstances. So, AI with doctor in the loop, supervised AI, is where I feel diagnostics and even treatment in the coming days is going. And we are great believers in the power of AI in many ways, and not only, this is like the ultimate. This is the tip of the cognitive pyramid
Right.
where it is helping the doctor, it is helping the radiologist, it's helping the histopathologist, it's helping the genomic specialist. Testing is very important.
Yeah.
आप खुद ही सोचिए, आप मरीज हैं. पहले हमारे कॉलोनी में एक डॉक्टर अंकल हुआ करते थे,
नब्ज
जिनके
देख के
पास
बताते थे, correct.
हर चीज के लिए चोट लग गई तब भी उन्हीं के पास जाना है, कुछ बीमार हो गए तब भी वहीं जाना है.
बिल्कुल, our family
और वो
physician.
लाल दवाई, हरी दवाई मिलती थी शीशी में, वो खाई. एंड यू नो, मे बी the diseases were not so prevalent at that time, but like I
also
said,
complex.
life expectancy was also
yeah.
short. So, but today, if I was to tell you कि आप जाइए डॉक्टर अंकल के पास और वो आपकी नब्ज देखेंगे, टूटी लगाएंगे, he'll put a stethoscope on your chest and all that, and he will say, बेटा बुखार तो है,
We will not be
ये भी
satisfied.
है, now you have this medicine, will you have it? 90 times of 100 you will not.
So,
And
Dr.
so that's how not only has technology changed the practice of medicine,
Right.
technology also has changed the acceptability for the patient. Half the time patient will say, but doctor साहब आपने इतने देर से headache हो रही है, आपने MRI तो कराया नहीं,
हाँ.
कुछ हो अगर. So psyche on both sides have changed. I'm not for over dependence on tests. I'm for doing appropriate testing and minimum testing that is necessary, and that's where the skill and the knowledge of the treating doctor comes in, and where we can support them. Many times we get a prescription where someone has asked for a MRI of the chest for a pneumonia, and we'll tell them no, MRI is not good for the lungs. Even a chest X-ray can do the job, and so the onus is equally on the diagnostician as on the and the interaction between the two.
So, आपने you've really answered the full spectrum, I would say. We started with the integrated diagnostics. You spoke about and just making it bulleted for our audiences. आपने कहा कि 70 से 80% जो आज की assessment है of what the patient has is driven by diagnostics, which is fantastic. So the need for diagnostics is very, very clear. The second part, when you come to think of it, there are so many domains in diagnostics, right? And as you mentioned, कि ये बढ़ती जा रही हैं, ये domains कम नहीं हो रही हैं, बढ़ रही हैं. तो वो जो domains हैं, उसको इकट्ठा करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, which is the integrated play of it.
Yes.
And yes, you're right. I did not think of it. In fact, it was one of my subsequent questions कि डेटा बहुत है ये, और ये एक डॉक्टर जो ओपीडी में आपको मिल रहा है 5 मिनट में इतना डेटा प्रोसेस कर पाए, ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. In fact, on the financial accounting side, we got so many softwares that process all of this data. Clinical, which is more difficult, would need something well beyond. So I think that you touched upon that fact that we will need to assimilate and qualify all of this data.
Sure.
And that will need a department by itself. ये integrated diagnostics, डॉक्टर साहब ने उसकी एक नींव रखी है, मुझे नहीं पता ये आज एग्जिस्ट करता है कि नहीं करता है. But logically speaking, it is a very important aspect of clinical science to have integrated diagnostics, which is then ably supported by what he said is the AI algorithms that the world is working on. So इस पे लेते हैं एक छोटा सा ब्रेक और वापस आते हैं आपके साथ. Your machines could be better, but still machines, right? The consumer's walking in for that touch, feel, personalization. So I know you've always focused on that, but it'll be good if we hear from you.
Ultimately, healthcare is all about.
Where do you see, number one, to start with, to simplify, on a scale of 10, where are we today on the adoption of that AI and technology? How do you think how far we'll go? And what will be the balance between technology and talent to deliver compassionate, empathetic care?
There will be some tasks which will be taken over. Will AI replace doctors?